discuss if n is even, but if n is odd, then what you will do? If n is odd, then how to integrate? So there are two methods are there. So first method is, we'll assume this one as what? I of n comma m. Okay, so in first method we are finding one relation. Okay, so what you will do? I of n comma m integration of, here what we are doing, tan power mx, we are writing what? Tan power m minus 1 x into tan x. Okay, and secant power nx we are writing as what? Secant power n minus 1 x into secant x and dx. This we are writing. Now here we will use by part. Okay, so this one we will use what? Differentiating function, and this one we will use integrating function, because if I take secant x as t, then secant x tan x dx is what? Dt. So this will become what? Dt, and this will be t. So here we will use by part. So what will come here? I of n comma m equal to tan power n minus 1 x as it is. This one integration what will come? This is what? Secant x is t, then this will be what? Dt. So this one what will come? Secant x to the power n divided by n will come, minus big integration. Then we have to differentiate this one. So this one differentiate what will come? M minus 1 into tan x to the power m minus 2 into tan x differential what will come? Secant square x. And this one integration what will come? Secant x to the power n divided by n into dx. This will come. Now here this secant square x we are writing that 1 plus tan square x. So what will come here? I of n comma m equal to tan power n minus 1 x secant x to the power n divided by n minus m minus 1 divided by n in denominator. Integration of tan x to the power m minus 2 into secant x to the power n, and this secant square x we are writing what? 1 plus tan square x dx. So this will come what? I of n comma m equal to tan x to the power n minus 1 secant x to the power n divided by n minus m minus 1 divided by n. Okay, this one we are taking inside. So minus m minus 1 divided by n, tan x to the power m minus 2 into secant x to the power n, if you multiply with 1, so what will come here? Integration of tan x to the power m minus 2 into secant x to the power n dx. And if I multiply this one, minus of m minus 1 divided by n into tan x to the power m minus 2 into secant x to the power n, if you multiply with tan square x, then what will come here? Minus of m minus 1 divided by n integration of tan x to the power m minus 2 into tan square x. So this will come what? Tan x to the power m, and secant x power is what? N. Secant x power is n dx. This will come. So what we can write this one? I of n comma m equal to, this one is what? Tan x to the power n minus 1 into secant x to the power n divided by n minus m minus 1 divided by n. This one, this is what? Integration of tan x to the power m minus 2 secant x to the power n dx. Okay, so here in this one, if I put, instead of n we will put n only, and instead of m if we put m minus 2, so what we go? Integration of secant x to the power n into tan x to the power m minus 2 dx. So instead of this one, what we can write? I of n comma m minus 2 minus m minus 1 divided by n as it is. This one we can write what? I of n comma m. This one we can write. Now this term we will take in this side. So here what will come? I of n comma m is common. What will come? 1 plus m minus 1 divided by n. m minus 1 divided by n equal to, right hand side what will come here, 10x to the power n minus 1 secant x to the power n divided by n. 10x to the power m minus 1 secant x to the power n divided by n minus m minus 1 divided by n I of n comma m minus 2. This will come. So you can see here, if I take here LCM, so what will come here, I of n comma m, LCM will come out m plus n minus 1 divided by n equal to 10x to the power m minus 1 secant x to the power n divided by n minus m minus 1 divided by n I of n comma m minus 2. This will come. So here n getting cancelled. So from here I of n comma m equal to, what will come here, 10x to the power m minus 1 secant x to the power n divided by m plus n minus 1 minus m minus 1 divided by m plus n minus 1 I of n comma m minus 2. This will come. So this is the relation that we are going to use. We got this relation. So using this relation we have to solve this problem. Now here, if m is odd, then what will happen? Suppose m is what, 7. Then here what will come, I n comma, this will come what, 7 minus 2, 5 will come. That means what will come, I n comma 7 if I take, then this will convert as what, I of n comma 5. Then I of n comma 5 will convert as what, I of n comma 3. And I of n comma 3 will convert as what, I of n comma 1. Okay, then we have to find out I of n comma 1. So what is I of n comma 1? So here if you put m value is 1, then what will come, integration of secant x to the power n into 10x dx will come. Okay, so this one integration we can do directly. How to do this integration? This one we can write secant x to the power n minus 1 secant x into 10x dx. This will come. So if I take secant x as t, then secant x 10x dx will be dt. So this one integration what will come, secant x to the power n divided by n plus c. This will come. So if n is odd, then we have to go till I of n comma 1, and I of n comma 1 what will come, this one, secant x to the power n divided by n plus c. This is nothing but I of n comma 1, I of n comma 1. This will come. But if n is even, then what will happen? Okay, let's take m values what, 6. So what will come here, I of n comma 6. Then what will come here, this one, I of n comma 6 minus 2, what will come, 4. Then what will come here, I of n comma 4. If I put here n and m value is 4, so this will come I of n comma 2. Now here if I put m value is 2, okay, so I of n comma 2 will convert I of n comma 0, I of n comma 0. So we have to find out I of n comma 0. So what is I of n comma 0? So here m value is 0. So what will come here, integration of I of n comma 0 is integration of secant x to the power n dx. Okay, this integration we already done in type 6. Okay, for solving this problem we are discussing one more method, but this method is valid if n is odd and m is also odd. If n is odd and m is even, then we have to follow same method. Okay, at the last what will come, integration of secant x to the power n dx. So this one also we can do integration by using by part. Okay, that is first method. But if n is odd and m is odd, then what to do? So this integration we can do directly. So this method is 2. Okay, so if n is odd and m is odd, then we have to follow this method only, because this is easy. So what you will do here, integration of secant x to the power n, we are writing as what, secant x to the power n minus 1, and 10x to the power m we are writing what? 10x to the power m minus 1 secant x into 10x dx, because one secant x we are taking from here and one 10x we are taking from here. So what will come? Secant x into 10x into dx. You know that m is what? Odd, then m minus 1 is what? Even. Okay, so we can say that m minus 1 is suppose 2k. So what will come here? Integration of secant x to the power n minus 1, 10x power what will come? 2k secant x into 10x dx. This will come. So this one we can write what? Integration of secant x to the power n minus 1, 10x to the power 2k. This one we can write 10 square to the power k, and 10 square we can write what? Secant square x minus 1 to the power k. This will come 10 power 2k, 10 power 2k. What we can write this one? 10 square x to the power k, and 10 square x what we can write? Secant square x minus 1 to the power k, and this is what? Secant x 10x dx. Now what you will do here? Secant x, if I take t, then secant x 10x dx, this will become dt. So this integration what will come? Integration of t power n minus 1 into t square minus 1 to the power k dt. This will come. Okay, so k is what? Integer. So this we can expand. Okay, so if you expand this one and if you multiply this one, it will become a polynomial. Okay, polynomial in terms of t. That integration we can do easily. So this is the method 2, but this is valid if n is odd and m is also odd.